All right, there we go. We're all here.
Since Bill was in the intro, I figure I gotta show up.
Hi, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Oh, it still says good
By
morning.
the way, those are some of the creepiest waves and smiles.
Nope.
Welcome to QuaCk,
I'll
Brent.
have to figure that out.
Hey, Brent.
So, Brent, can you confirm that Colton's pairing as
No,
well?
it's not. It's only showing my stream still. So I turned it off.
It said Quasar Art was paired channels with your stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's try it again.
I just stopped by to say hi. I'm gonna head back.
Hello, Bill.
Hi, Bill. Have a good one, Bill.
Darn that sleep thing of him.
Yep. See? Yep. Still the same thing.
So is it just showing Colton on Colton's stream?
Yeah, it's just showing my stream, so
it shouldn't be doing that. It should be paired channels. He says he sees us all on your stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So you're paired.
Sweet.
So keep broadcasting. Keep
That's all I care
broadcasting.
about.
Stupid. Okay, wait.
Let's see. Hey, it is working. Awesome. All right. Let's do this.
We did it, Reddit.
That's important to know because we'll need to, because Raph will want to broadcast out too.
Yeah, that's kind of
follow.
where I was at with that. I was like, I want to make sure this is actually going to show how we were planning on it.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, it's QuaCk.
Where'd the thing go? There it is.
Look at all of us quacking like quacky people.
We drawing. We making arts.
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing the thing.
Right.
We're doing it like we're supposed to be doing. We also don't have music, though.
Happy first show.
I noticed that I need to update my Discord message. Well, and the worst part is it's kind of a pain in the butt to do all of those changes. So I'm kind of the opinion that I may just leave it all in QuaCk, even for my daily show, for the remainder of the time until we depreciate my show. Up. Yeah. Until we depreciate my show.
Depreciate.
It's kind of.
I appreciate your show. I do not depreciate your show.
Depreciate my show. You appreciate my show. All right. Well, we're all that we're quacked up to be.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. And more. Switching
all
to
quacked up and good to go.
So, happy Monday.
Happy Monday, guys.
Yep. It's a good Monday.
Is it?
Well, I should hope
Is it really?
Is it really a Monday? It's a good one.
I should hope it's a good Monday. It's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, today is your birthday. Why is your back to me?
My back's to you because I rejected what you're saying, Colton.
And put in his own reality.
Yes, that's true. I'm going to switch over my mic and probably my camera. Hold on.
When they feel like it.
Thank you, Brent. Let's see.
Did you distribute your new status points properly, Pepper?
What's up?
Did you distribute your new stats properly?
No, don't do that.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't distribute your new level points?
Nope. Not at all.
Well, you know what your problem is, Pepper? You did not distribute your points appropriately.
You know what? I'm good with that. I have found that I am giving less care to what people think about my stats to begin with. And apparently this year, it's like Yeah, I don't care.
You're over
I
it.
don't care anymore. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't care anymore. It's all
You're
good.
like, I'm over it.
Well,
It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I don't know why I feel this way. I just do.
Age.
Yeah,
You're
most
getting
likely.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, like someone's like, "Well, how old are you turning?" And I'm like, "It's my last year of my 30s."
Nice.
The other
So,
correct answer is I'm as old as my little finger.
Just don't smell it.
Why
Yeah.
doesn't that sound creepier?
that sounds so wrong for me,
Yeah,
though.
that does add a whole lot of creepy to this entire thing.
Yeah. Especially seeming that a lot of people know that I'm trying to adopt a kid. That sounds really creepy for a kid. So, I mean, I don't know.
Ryan's not a kid.
Have you met him?
That's fair. That's fair.
I love you, Brian.
Mommy, wow. I'm a big kid now.
Yeah, it was funny. I was on my friend's stream earlier, and I switched my name finally on Twitch. And he's like, "Does this mean you're going to start streaming?" I was like, "In about an hour, yes."
There you are, and here you are.
He's like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "Yep,
Yep,
we do an art."
we're doing art, making this thing happen.
I talked to him about it because he's a retro game streamer. So he does like Dragon Quest 1, Final Fantasy 1, like old retro games.
Old school.
Okay.
And me and him have been talking about me doing it for a while, just doing an art one.
So you might as well just join the QuaCks.
Yep. So I was like, well, this is a good reason to start doing it.
As good a reason as any.
And also 10 o'clock's better than 9 a.m.
Oh yeah, this is better for me too. I was just doing 9 a.m. because that was the time when.
Well, it's a good time to force yourself too.
Yeah, that was the thing, is that it was a good time to force myself. Which, by the way, guys, you guys can still join me on my daily if you want to, because I'm going to continue doing that through May. Because it's 4 hours of work a day, and that's good. So you're always welcome. Don't think you're not welcome.
To what?
To join the daily show, the daytime one.
With crap. Never mind. I lost the joke. It doesn't matter anymore.
Mm-hmm. You had it, and it's good.
Yep.
Well, we'll get to the point, I think, where the daily one will end, and this will be the only show that we will have. There will be a point like that, but for right now, I'm kind of enjoying doing this show this way, both times, because it gives me the ability to have 4 hours worth of work time for the next month.
That's fair.
Which is
Just for the
good,
month?
because maybe if we do that, I will get this book done.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, that's good.
Wasn't it supposed to be done for Wicked West?
No, this is a different one.
Just part of what he was doing was never said he was supposed to get it done.
But I think
I know.
that
I just want to bust him.
I think that Raphael was trying desperately to get me to make sure that I have this book out the door by the time we start Iacon. And I think I can easily get book 1 of episode 1.
Is Aya still a thing?
It will be.
Oh, cool. When's that happen?
Sometime. I don't know. You have to ask
Doesn't
him.
help me.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
was on
maybe
the
if he
show,
comes
it
onto
would
the
be-
show, we could ask him directly.
He'll be here tomorrow.
You
though.
mean when he needs to stop being a father? Yeah, that's never happened.
That's never going to happen. Sorry, guys.
I
Us
mean,
dads are dad-like, and it never ends. It never ends.
I'm not going to say the joke I had in my head because there is a TOS now. I'm going to go to hell. It's fine.
Yep.
Wait,
I have no idea.
that infers that any of us from Red Team Go, we're going to go into heaven after.
Oh, no, I never said we all were going to heaven. I know there's a few of us.
Oh, I've been doomed from the very get-go. I don't know what your problem is. I've got a goldfish in hell just waiting for me.
What'd you do to the goldfish?
I don't know.
I
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but according to most Christians, me and Bill, we're definitely going there.
Yeah, you guys are doomed right
You
away.
got front row seat.
Yeah.
Just save us a seat there because we're gonna be there. It's only a matter of time.
I'll bring a bottle for you. It's fine.
Yeah. The good news is you're in good company. You have
You'll have a lot of friends joining.
The bad news is like once I do cross over, if I don't see any of you and you don't see me, just know we're not in the same place.
That's when I know.
Oh, we might be in the
it's
wrong layer. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm in the slut layer and someone else is in another layer. I have no idea.
This is the layer. Wow, thanks.
Wow. Wow.
Guys over here is like, oh, you said layer. No, wrong
You said
layer.
the word layer. I have a thing for that.
Welcome to the at night show version of this show. When all of us are on.
So wait, which layer do you think you're going to? Now this makes me curious.
Are you talking to me?
Either one.
Because I don't know. Honestly, I mean, like realistically, I actually have no mission statement. I presume nothing. I presume that the lights.
I'm trying to go in with a surprise. I want to.
Yeah, I figure the lights will go out somewhere.
Oh, you're going here. I'm like,
that'll be that.
I didn't think I was greedy, but okay.
Yeah, I figure that I'll be here one day and then I won't, and the lights will go out, and that'll be that. I don't have to worry about it after that because the lights will be out. You know?
I mean, for all intents and purposes, the way I see it is, I don't think there's really a heaven or a hell. It's just an afterlife. How you approach death is pretty much on how it's going to affect if there is an afterlife for you or not. So,
if you say how you approach death is at least as important as how you approach life, then that is an appropriate thing to say.
Huh?
It's a quote from Star Trek.
So say that one more time.
How we deal with death is at least as important as how we deal with life. Don't you think, Lieutenant? As I had said, Admiral, that thought had not occurred to me. Well, now you have something new to think about. Carry on.
Thanks, Spock.
I'm not kidding. I can quote like Star Trek in a line.
You? No.
I know.
Never.
I'm a little shocked, but it really does happen.
Well, I don't
think
know.
I've ever heard you say any Star Trek fan
reference things.
Ever.
I know. You're all shocked, but it is true. It is true.
What is Star Trek, by the way?
Right, exactly. Hey, Strange New Worlds is Thursday. I am so excited.
The what?
I'm so jazzed.
Is that a Star Trek thing?
It's a new one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought they were still on Picard.
That one's still going too. That one's the finale. Is Thursday. So Thursday is the finale of Picard season 2, and the first episode of Strange New Worlds, which is the story of Captain Pike. He was the captain of the Enterprise before Kirk was the Enterprise captain. So.
Oh, cool. Kirk. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So he had the Enterprise just before Kirk did. So
now, correct me if I'm wrong. Did Picard replace Kirk?
No.
Or is there an intermediate captain between those two?
Oh, there were a lot of intermediate captains.
Or was it a different Enterprise?
It was a lot of different Enterprises.
Yeah.
So the Enterprise.
That's what I thought every Star Trek captain was they were running a different Enterprise.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much so. I mean, the Enterprise B was run by a guy named Captain Harriman, and the Enterprise C was by Captain Rachel Garrett, and the Enterprise D was Jean-Luc Picard.
Okay.
The Enterprise C was destroyed at the Battle of Narendra 3. The Enterprise B, nobody knows what happened to her. She just must have lived a long life with everything being next Tuesday. And then, so of course,
Tuesday's a good day.
the Enterprise A got retired. So they put her in a museum. Yeah, Star Trek History Day, because I am full of this data. This is why I can't feed myself half the time. The word you're looking for is I'm full of it.
No, you said you were full of data.
I'm full of data, just like Tasha Yar. Okay, that was...
I have so many bad jokes right now. I have so many bad jokes that I want to go with, but I'm always like, I don't know if I can go that route right now.
I went that route. I went right there. I just went right there.
I didn't realize they went that direction with Tasha Yar and him.
He's fully functional.
Oh, well, I know. He's a very elaborate Bob.
Yeah.
No guy, no.
He's fully functional.
No guy, no.
Well, welcome to the night version of this show, when everybody's banging on all cylinders.
Banging.
Get away from your televisions and your computers. It is not safe for children.
Leave data at home.
It's all right. It's all right.
Lock up all animals in the zoo.
Close the 3-ring circus.
Just know your ex-wife is practicing her aim now.
Wait,
I am totally like letting you guys roll with this. You understand that it is no longer my
drawing with guy at night.
Yeah.
So this is the not safe for workplace stream. Got it.
Well, this is our show now, guys.
Was it not our show on Mondays? On the mornings?
Well,
your show?
That's what I'm saying. Is like I'm dissolving my show into QuaCk. I like it better that it's our show. I like that. Okay, interior textures, Kittiwake Bridge.
So there was a thing I saw earlier today on make a meme about your comic or your OCs, and I found a picture, and it's of a guy throwing a bucket of water on a power transformer, and just goes at this. It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up. I was like, that's totally Brig.
Right.
Like, that is my character through and through.
Acts first, thinks later.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, she just got done traumatizing a whole a different character, and is now going, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that.
I mean, there's worse things that you can do.
But not much worse things you can do.
Did it move the story along?
Yes.
It moves something.
It moved something, so it's good.
Oh, hey, Brian, I wanted to hang on while I'm saving this. I'm going to show you the next step of what I was using the setup for. So I went over, and now that I'm done using the grid on the left, I've repurposed this side to
Okay.
indicate where each set is,
Oh, that's handy.
right?
Is mine fuzzy? My screen's fuzzy. That's weird.
No, and you've even shaved, so you're not fuzzy.
So it's not just me looking at the screen, seeing that it's fuzzy.
No, you're fine. I'm making fuzzy jokes. But this allows me to see exactly how many sets I've got, and how many scenes I've got, and stuff like that.
I wonder.
But why wonder?
That's not it. Oh,
I wonder. All right.
Hmm. So what are you working on, Pepper?
I got assignments today.
Oh, for the gig?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but I can't show anyone what I'm working on. So, the company gave me a bunch of sketch cards to utilize for like commissions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like the oldest ones, they're not like gradable, and so a lot of people aren't collecting them. So I decided to use them all up while like thinking up of ideas and stuff in my head before like I present them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm just wrapping up my 2 cards that I have left over, and then yeah, that's that. But yeah, some of the cards like what I can draw on them and like I can show for sure, but I figured it will showcase like the company at least. But yeah, on my art desk, if you guys actually are looking, you will notice I have. So right here, those are watercolor. Those are pigments, and then I have pigments over here. So guess what I'm gonna be doing this week?
You're making paint?
I'm gonna be making paint at some point this week. So
Nice.
Yay!
What colors? What colors are you making this week?
So this set right here, I have sky blue, which is PB17, titanium white, and transparent gold ochre or yellow ochre. So every Friday, one of the watercolor makers that I follow, she started doing this pigment roulette challenge. I can't talk today. I'm sorry.
It's your birthday. It's okay.
Yeah, I know. My tongue is drunk.
Hey, Donald.
Hey, Donald. In so which case, like she's been combining like 3 different pigments. Now for the ones I chose manganese violet, Armenian purple ochre, and this is Prussian blue. So for this one, it's going to be a little bit trickier because the Prussian blue is really, really strong compared to the other 2.
Ooh, I do like good Prussian blue.
Yeah. But like the Prussian blue, like I said, like I have to be very careful because this one is like will take over the entire hue. Like it will negate all purple. It will negate like anything.
Mm-hmm.
So like for that one's going to be a little bit trickier.
Is it like close to phthalo blue? I'm just wondering.
No,
Very
it's
demanding.
more like a Prussian blue was created synthetically to replace indigo.
Oh, hey, how good do you think you could get to matching a blue?
What do you mean? What blue?
I've got that blue that I like so much that I managed to come up with a color thingy of, I'd commission you to make that color if you could figure out how to match it.
Well, I will need to see the colors so that I can kind of try.
Yeah. That was what I was thinking. I was just wondering if
Yeah.
you'd be willing to do so.
Yeah.
Think of the
Yeah.
bluest blue that ever existed, and then make it bluer, and that is what he's talking about.
Because Guy is blue. Blue gabba dee dabba.
Ba-ba-dee-ba-da-ba-da-ba-dee-ba-da-da.
There is a I already have a thing that I've made that I titled True Blue.
Hey,
It's like a
Dom,
combination
this
of
is live. Sorry.
I already have it's a color that I call all true blue, and it's a combination of like 4 or 5 blues.
Well, and I mean, it would be a thing, I guess. I don't know. Something to think about. I have that blue that I've talked about before, which was that perfect color of blue, and it's so awesome. And it turned out to be a fabric bolt from my grandmother's shop, which is why it's a perfect blue.
Yeah.
And I took a picture of it and I got its, RGB code and all that stuff so that I can always have it. So I just was thinking, ooh, I really wouldn't mind having, an actual
Watercolor set for it.
yeah, watercolor color of that. That'd be sweet. So
Well,
we could
we
call
will
it Nano Blue.
Psychological horror blue.
Psychological horror blue.
we will have to discuss that because I can tell you right now, like when Raph commissioned me to do Mayan Blue, that one worked out to be like $124.
Sure.
Mind you, I was making like 50 grams worth of pigment for that.
Damn.
Yeah. I understand that it will. That's why we're not doing it tomorrow's, because I don't have that money to give you. But there will be a day, and when that day comes, I was wondering if you'd be willing to do so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can experiment to see if I can, and then I can write down like the stuff and everything, to try to do it, like to make the color exact. And then you can come to my house and you can help me make it, and then therefore you know how to make it, and then you will just be able to make it on your own.
Yeah, Guy.
It sounds like a teaching a man to fish thing.
It's a horse being led to water.
I mean, I think your wife would enjoy the fact that you actually know on how to make it and you don't have to pay me for it.
Yeah, maybe.
It is a good skill to have,
It is a good skill to have.
especially if you watercolor.
Yep. Message is from Maya.
Yes, the message from Maya today is good night, I'm going to bed.
That's a good message.
Good night.
Bon
Good
nuit.
night.
We'll see you in the morning.
Numa, yeah. Numa, yeah.
Sleep well.
Sleep well.
Bye.
Okay, this scene's not turning out too badly.
Alrighty.
Yeah. I hear sighs of relief. Or stress. I can't tell the difference anymore.
Could be re-stress. Hi, you're not working. No,
I
you
am.
lies. Wait, what?
What is this work thing of which you speak?
We are doing way too much of it right now. Boy, oh
Huh?
boy.
Who said
You are or
anything
I
about
am?
being Monroe?
I am.
Both.
I heard that, Colton.
It's true.
Hey,
I
How
mean,
many
I'm not
lines?
going to deny it. I've gotten 2 pages done today. I'm not going to deny that I'm overworking myself again.
2 pages in a day? Come on.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, except he's done 47,000 pages in the last 3 days.
I
Yeah, it's
haven't
just-
done that. I mean, I've written a story
I was gonna say, I
last
remember
week.
pushing out all those books and helping people with pages. We were pushing out like 5 of them on certain Saturdays just to get them out, so we get them to printers. But I was also only doing 1 step, so I can't really brag that much. I was just inking.
What are you inking about?
I was a tracer.
Right. That's all we are as tracers. I often feel that way.
Chasing in the wind.
It's interesting that earlier Raph was talking about like exactly my workflow. It was so weird.
What? Printing out your pages and
doing
drawing
everything
over
up to
line?
blue line in digital and then printing it out and inking it in
That's how me and Raph worked together when I was on his book for a minute, but
yeah,
never got published.
I find that fascinating. I'm like, we came to the same
I was gonna say, oh wait,
process.
I can't show you unless Raph gives me the okay. Raph, where are you?
Well, he'll be here tomorrow.
No.
But
that's not how those pages. I would love to get them printed, but
we should remind Raph that he needs to come in just a little early for the show if he wants to set up his stream to bounce.
But I mean, there's that too. But also, who cooks for their family at 11?
I don't know, but I'm wondering whether Christina came in late.
That might have happened. That sounds about right too. Family man. As I'm sitting here.
I mean, he has like what, 6 kids? Jeez, the live.
I wasn't gonna go that far, but yeah.
We're just
saying 6.
Yeah, I think
5 or 6.
I think it's
I might
6.
be missing one
because he has Coda with Christina, and then I think he had 5 with before Christina.
Oh yeah. You're right, because there's the 2 oldest and the 3 younger ones. Yeah. True. You're right. So yeah, he's at 6.
I am very bizarrely concerned about Donald saying, "Be right back. Got to go inside my house." Implies he's like sitting out front in his yard. What are you doing?
Just seeing him in a lawn chair, looking at his phone.
Just
watching us on his phone in his lawn chair in the backyard.
You know, honestly, I'm okay with that.
It sounds comfy.
Really
as long as he's comfy, that's all that matters.
Yeah, it'd be kind of comfy. I can't see why that'd be a problem. All right.
Great thing about Twitch, you can watch it anywhere.
Right?
Even on your toilet.
Yeah, that's a mental image I needed.
You're welcome. That's what I was going for. How do you feel about people watching you while they poop?
I get weirded out sometimes. It depends on the person. Like, if it's a group of kids, I'm okay with it so long as like they keep distance.
Keep distance from what?
Keep distance from my shoulder. Like, I don't like it when they're like hanging on me or like right here next to my face.
In the bathroom?
I feel like Pepper missed something.
Wait, what?
I'm really confused with this, where this conversation's going now.
This
Oh.
conversation went
Wait,
into it.
hold on. I thought we were talking about like people looking at our over our shoulder at like drawing. I'm sorry.
No.
No, we were
I'm
talking
mistaken
about people watching the
completely.
show in the bathroom.
Oh.
The
Well, I mean,
entertainment
I
value,
do.
however,
I
just
don't
went
like an
way
audio.
entertaining on that.
I mean, I don't think I would really appreciate my kids coming into like my future children coming into the bathroom when I'm trying to go. But I know that's going to happen.
I was just say, good luck on that.
Yeah, no, I know that's going to happen.
One of the things my kid figured out real quickly was how to undo the lock on my sliding door, because I've got a pocket door, and he figured out how to
You
unlock
should
that.
teach
really
that
quick.
kid. You should make sure that kid keeps on doing pick locking and make him a locksmith.
Well,
they'll
he's not doing it
have a
anymore.
career for life.
Right? He's not doing it anymore, so that's a nice thing.
You should have let him keep doing it and be like, all right, man, I know what you're going into. This job is already set in stone. I know a guy. I got you.
Is his guy you, Colton? Like, are you the master lock picker?
Actually, no. I have a friend that is. He didn't go into locksmithing though. He went to IT because it paid more.
I mean,
Who are you and how'd you
not
get in
wrong.
here? I'm a locksmith and I'm a locksmith.
It wouldn't be the first time he's gotten into a cabinet at work. Because he
There
forgot
you
his
go.
keys.
That's a villain for you right there, the locksmith.
There you go. Yeah. But who would be the hero of that villain?
The
That's a good
lock-picking
question.
lawyer.
A lock-picking lawyer?
Harvey Birdman? Wait,
Harvey-
no.
yeah.
Birdman.
Go, coast to coast, Space Ghost,
Yeah.
or would it be Adam West?
No, I don't think it would be Adam West. I don't think I would want to make a character for Adam West since he's passed on now.
Oh yeah, that happened. Didn't it?
So I moved all of my stuff over so I moved my entire OneDrive over from C drive to D drive. And so it keeps looking back at the C drive for things and not finding stuff. And that's extraordinarily irritating.
Oh, because you moved everything.
Because I moved everything.
Makes sense. Like brushes and that?
No, just the textures for these things. Well, and that's not the right textures for this. Okay. Oh, I need flight couches data. That's what our problem is. Flight couch. Where's the flight couch? Because that's the crash couch.
Crash couch is a good couch.
It's just an MPV. Yeah, it is.
we all go quiet.
Well,
The artist lifestyle.
Yep.
that's why I added music.
I don't hear
Legitimately.
anything.
I don't hear anything.
Well, that's why I added quiet music.
Oh, okay.
Good.
It's the sound of silence.
It's the sound.
And we never knew if Donald actually made it inside or not.
I know this is correct because the elephant's really, really big and its legs would be sticking out behind her, but it looks like it's mounting her, and I don't know if I like that.
Wait, what?
Brian's drawing Bow Chicka Bow Wow.
Inadvertent bow chicka bow wow.
You're good, Donald. Just want to make sure that you were alive.
Yeah, we just
Also, Brian, I thought this was a Christian stream.
No, it is very much not.
I was going to say, if it is, I'm out.
I was about to say, if this is a Christian stream, I need to leave right now.
We're in trouble.
I'm already feeling the burning. I gotta go.
I think
I feel the resentment of Jesus Christ already for living my life the way I do.
You won poker yesterday. Well, that's a
He's missing the money today.
I figure whether.
So, what elephant are you talking about?
So one of the characters is holding a giant stuffed elephant by the name of Toots in her arms.
Because I'm looking at the stream and I just don't see an elephant. Oh,
Okay, bottom pan him.
Is that what that is?
Yes, that's the elephant that she's been.
I feel like
cuddling.
that's a hint, Brian.
So you might want to redraw that then, because it does not look like an elephant. It doesn't. I thought it was like one of those neck pillow things that people wear on an airplane that she has around her waist.
The problem is like the ears are here, and because everything is in black, isn't nothing shaded right now.
Even if it's shaded, it's still not going to get the same effect.
It's going to read correctly when I shade it. Because what's going to happen is this part will start to pop because it'll be a much different color than her.
We are almost to Star Wars Eve.
Star Wars Eve?
Yep.
May the 4th.
Which is also George's birthday. He'll be 2.
Poor George.
Okay, this is going to be
the cat. Wherever
even
he is.
more creepier because I'm going to put eyes on the elephant.
At 2, that means he's no longer a kitten. He'll be a full-grown pest by then.
I actually help. Hey, Brian. Thinner lines for inner ear. I wouldn't make them the same size as the outer ear. Trust the trunk.
Were you able to find the money, Donald? That's the important part.
Yeah. So if someone comes in on your stream and talk, can you see it? Do we?
I haven't seen anything come up yet.
Hey, Brent, if you've got a moment, would you pop over on Colton's stream and say something and see if it comes up over here? Because now I'm horribly curious as to whether we can see all of it. Anybody talking on this stream at all. That'd be way cool, actually.
What happens when I look at something?
I need to figure out the shadow stuff.
Do I see it on my stuff? I don't see anything.
What lights are in here? None. That's part of your problem. This is why nothing's working like you want it to, guy.
What happens if I type in here?
Well, that doesn't mean something. Oh, yeah. So he did. He typed something there and it came up here. There you go.
So test works on mine.
Yep. Look over here on our screen.
Well, I know. I see on our screen, yes.
Well, yeah, that's what I wanted to know is because.
But yeah, there you go. I tested on my chat and it came through. So yeah. Huh.
Yeah, it works.
Interesting. Also, everybody I know right now would be in 2 other streams right now that are going on. So
That's all right.
we might get rated later. Who knows?
It's to be cool.
See? I told you it was a lie.
What's wrong?
Brent was testing on Guy's stream, not mine. Cool thing about my setup is I can actually watch like multiple streams if I really wanted to. Wanting to being the keyword.
There we go. What we're looking for.
What am I looking for?
Look at the shadows.
A Shadow Legend.
It should be Colt's art. Same as my tag on the screen. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it so I can make active shadows on here that all I have to do then is import them into what's its.
So could you not just do a render with lights and then just
That's what I'm doing.
capture?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing here. We're rendering with lights.
That is what you're doing. Oh, okay. I thought you
Yeah.
were like actually like putting in the shadows as like.
Although that would be the next thing I would do if I thought that would be useful, but I think that I'd get better shadows if I
I
do
think
it
this would be
way.
faster too, because you would also get shadows that you weren't anticipating.
Right.
You're like, oh, that would be a shadow there.
Right. So
hey, it does work.
So it comes all the way back, and it's here. Excellent. So now we know.
Thank you, Brent. Welcome,
if
Brent.
you guys all get your restream accounts going, then that's actually perfect because I was actually kind of concerned about how
that does work. It does work that way now. So yeah, we just figured that out. See, I'm mod guy.
Yeah, no, he's actually a mod on my stream. So on Twitch.
Oh no, cool.
Because I actually do not know how all the controls work on Twitch. So
I mean, for mod, that's definitely one of those things like I would touch if I ever had more than.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anyone truly knows how Twitch functions. Not even Twitch.
Oh, Twitch knows.
Yeah, entirely true.
All algorithms.
All right, I feel like the bias is weird.
Really? That's how you jump back and forth? Oh shit.
What?
I'm gonna have to remember that.
Oh.
How to jump back and forth between people's streams.
All right, let's try to get rid of some of the. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Did I?
Yes,
no,
you did.
no, please don't tell me I did that.
Wrong layer.
Did you just do the?
I'm not sure what I did. Hang on, let me figure this out.
Do we need to do the layer thing?
That's what I'm. Oh, wait. Oh, thank God, no. No,
Uh-oh.
there was not that. I did not screw up in that way.
Okay.
Which way did you screw up?
Sci-fi friends, I heard a new TNMT restaurant is opening this month in Denver. The problem
Even
is,
like turtles?
yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, are we talking about
Where?
turtles?
I want to go.
And I'm wondering whether there's a going to be a punchline on this.
Donald, send me link.
So, okay. This looks pretty cool, actually. Looks like it works just fine. Kind of nifty.
Donald,
Oh, did
I
you
need
hear
to know
that
about
Casa
Pizza
Bonita
Place.
is opening up in September?
Yep. I'm looking forward to that.
Does South Park own it yet?
Yes.
Okay.
And they hired a real chef.
What?
I know, it's like almost a violation. Because in a way,
We're not going to get frozen meals anymore?
right? In a way that was
Because that's
sort
all
of
it was. It was just like frozen taquitos that they would like microwave.
And then fried
last time I
sopapillas.
went there, I looked at all their food. I was like, most of all this food is literally microwavable.
You know, the sopapillas were really good. Everything else
I was
was
gonna say,
really
everybody went for the
questionable.
sopapillas. That's what you went for.
Oh, you didn't go for the divers or the monkey?
The Godivers.
Well, last
The
time I
Godivers.
went, they didn't have the divers going.
Oh, really?
Like randomly, one guy jumped off the thing and went into the water, and that was it.
He never came back.
Right?
Well, I never saw him get out of the water. I just saw him go in, and that was it.
Ooh.
Gone forever.
Probably why. That's
It was,
why we've never
it
seen
was
again.
a complete and total South Park moment right there.
He went into the void. It was the Stargate.
He went into the Stargate.
That's where the Stargate has always been, at Casa Bonita.
At Casa Bonita.
I knew it was real.
All right.
I hear zippers.
Yeah, that would be me. Sketch cards.
Ah,
Whatever you're doing, I think it's sketchy.
It is. I'm not even giving people a chance. I'm just making them buy whatever I made.
Mm-hmm.
Stinking artists forcing people to buy things they make.
How dare they
that
ask
like?
for money to live?
I know. We were just
Plebs.
like, I was talking about this with someone that's like much younger than I
Bye,
am.
Brent. Midnight? Oh, you are in Florida. Never. It's past midnight.
Yeah, it's
In
way
Florida.
past midnight.
It's like
Yeah,
1
it's
o'clock.
almost 1 o'clock in the morning there.
I didn't think Brent was in Florida.
He's visiting.
Oh, okay, that makes more. Oh yeah, he is. I forgot about that. We had that conversation Friday. I do remember that because Pepper was saying at the end of Friday, "Is like if you survive,
If you survive.
Florida, we'll talk again, Brent."
Okay. That light is right here. So it needs to be here.
Is it?
Here's the experiment. Sort of works. Cool. Shadow. Don't want any softness. Intensity up and the bias down. Yes?
Without being biased.
For a show, I don't want it to be soft, so I turn up the bias. Yes?
Bias. Is that a zebra?
Soft
You're not
all
even
the way
zebra.
down.
No, what are you? You're in 3D? No.
Well, all the 3D rules are the same, even if this is the
Is it bias?
it
I can't remember the name.
Hey, you
should
guys!
be.
I don't remember the name.
Dang it. Yeah, because I feel like I'm not getting.
I just
I've
worked.
been making her pants. Okay, same color as her hair.
So, yay. Okay. On that note, I
Yeah?
have to head out.
No.
You're out. Huh?
Bye.
See you
Well,
later.
if I had done my French lessons earlier, I would be able to stay, but I did not. So
I did my Japanese lessons earlier, and you know
I
because
know.
you're getting updates on it now.
Yeah, I know. Although I'm not getting them up. I'm not getting them from Maya.
Weird. Oh, I don't. Maybe she just hasn't looped it back in. It takes her a while to figure stuff out. So,
No. All right.
good
Well,
night.
see you all
Well, have a
later.
good night, Pepper.
Good night. Oh, before I go, okay, so my plan for this week before I go, which is the whole point of doing this show, instead of doing a Friday check-in, we do a Monday what we're gonna do.
Yep. Let's start doing a Monday of what we're gonna do.
So I have
Very slow for me. Sorry.
the paint that I have to do. I have assignments I have to do for my painting work, and I have to prepare for my library presentation to people who are going to be there for Free Comic Book Day.
Oh yeah, that's coming up,
in-
isn't it?
That's this Saturday.
Which store? Which store are you going to?
It's not a store. So at
Oh,
10 a.m., I have to be at the library in Glenwood Springs to do a presentation to do a presentation essentially. And then from there, I'm going to go to.
I'm thinking Denver. Sorry.
I'm going to go to the comic book shop in Glenwood Springs. Raph and Christina are also going to be there.
Nice.
Now, the only thing that will prevent this from happening is if there's another landslide and we can't get there,
Right.
or if it's snowing.
Wait, this
'Cause
is
Bill will-
this is a commonplace thing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Glenwood
In
Spring.
Glenwood makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, Glenwood Springs. They're because basically it takes about
I've
3
never been to that
hours.
shop, but I know what shop you're talking about. I was supposed to go up there like 4 years ago.
Yeah, the traffic Cinco Day. Yeah, I'm not really we have to leave super early to get there by 10 o'clock, so I'm not going to worry about that too much.
Coming back though.
Yeah, we're coming back Sunday morning.
Oh, cool! You're vacationing. Good job.
Yeah, no, we're not. Yeah, no, actually, a lot of people don't drink out there. A lot of people don't actually in Glenwood drink.
Cinco de Mayo.
Teetotalers.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's all. It's all good. So yeah, that's basically my rough agenda for this week.
It's an agenda.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll probably try to stay longer on Wednesday because it's probably when I'm going to be doing the pigment roulette.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So there you go.
Nice.
That sounds good to me. I look forward to having you here during that time.
All right. Well, I will talk to you all later. Have a good rest of your night.
Good
Have a
night.
See ya, Pepper.
And then there was 3.
And there was just us 3, for better or for worse. More likely worse.
Nice. Hope that's fun for you, Donald.
Okay, so my update this week, I'm hoping to get more editing done on book 1 and get book 1 in a more polished state,
Mm-hmm.
and then continue on pages for book 2
Nice.
as I march forward.
Nice.
Okay.
For me, by the way, for those of you who are thinking of potentially joining me for tomorrow's show, I actually am bugging out of here in 1 hour, so I'll only be running from 9 to 10. Because I have a shoot tomorrow, which is cool.
Tomorrow night?
Tomorrow day. So,
In the morning, 9 to
Yeah,
10 in the morning. Got it.
house to shoot. So,
Turkey shoot?
I was like, you're shooting a house at night?
nope. Shooting a house during the morning. Which reminds me, I should put all of this stuff back into my camera bag so that I don't forget it. And then tomorrow I'll go, where the heck is everything?
Does Star Trek have a day?
Yep. September 8th. Actually, Star Trek has a few. The big one that we sort of seem to talk a lot about is April 26th.
Why April 26th? Why is that?
Because that's
so
first
short?
contact day. I mean, April 5th. April 5th is first contact day.
Okay.
So that's when the Vulcans landed on Earth and we became part of the greater scheme of things in the story.
Okay.
I still have, and I'm having this problem. It's still making the shadow like really, I don't know. It's the shadow is can't get the shadow to. Maybe it's the other direction on softness. No, it doesn't seem to have any effect either way. But I can't make the see how the shadow is not sharp. July 7th, 7th, and 9th.
That like halo effect you got going on?
Yeah, I've got I can't get this light to stop being fuzzy.
You have something with your vectors?
No, I mean it's just shadow biasness or something. I don't know.
Well, that's what I was saying. It could be something with your vectors that's bouncing off something that your vectors might be messed up.
Maybe it does. Nothing seems to affect it. It's really weird.
How many lights do you have?
2. I don't need to have this one.
That might be what it is.
No. See, I mean,
There's your dome. Oh yeah, there's your light for your chair. Turn off
Right.
that light.
that's the chair light that I'm trying to fix, and it needs to be sharp because right now it's all fuzzy, but it doesn't.
Oh,
like
you don't
tune
want it
render.
to have the fuzz.
I don't want. Yeah, it needs to be tune render, so that line needs to be absolutely sharp for a tune render, or have the tune render effect. Although to be fair, this doesn't look bad. I mean, it doesn't look horrible this way. It just doesn't look like something you'd see in a
You
comic.
right there, Brian?
I shifted my foot and discovered my ankle was asleep.
Oh,
Ooh, nice. At least it's still intact.
Yes, it's still intact. It's just a couple of joints popped when I did that. It was like, oh.
Slight uncomfortable. Not what I wanted.
And that was the last time he ever walked.
Let's hope that never happens. I mean, if that does happen, at least you still got your hands, so you can still draw.
no, right.
Yeah. And now so does
That's how Brian died.
So, no, someone posted a response to my comic, and I
Oh, I thought you were talking about Donald.
Yeah, I was
No.
thinking about Donald too.
no. So the main character inadvertently traumatizes another character by just showing the horrors of what she's been through. And someone replied, and now so does Mammy, because she goes, I have my scars, and now the one character has her scars,
Right.
mental scars, but they're still scars.
All right, there we go. Now, camera's loaded and ready to go.
Locked and loaded.
That's one less thing I have to worry about tomorrow.
That's always nice. Back to the drawing board. Literally.
He created a shadow map that looked exactly like the ray tracing. That didn't help me any.
So what are you working on, Colton?
So this is a model that we were drawing today in class, and I liked it so much I just wanted to actually finish it.
I like the piece. It looks nice.
Yes.
There you go.
Nice.
No, yeah, she's one of my favorite models to always get in one of my classes. I actually feel like this one did her justice finally, that I'm like, I actually want to finish this. And then me and my teacher were talking about it later. He's like, you should probably finish that and put it in your portfolio. I was like, oh, it's one of those. He's like, I'm not going to say yes or I'm not going to say no. I was like, all right, fine, I'm finishing it. Because he doesn't want you to just be like, oh, since I said finish it, put it in your portfolio, it means it's portfolio worthy, you know? Like, I actually want you to put something in there that you actually like, that you actually would respect too. So he's a cool teacher. I like him. He's one of my favorite ones. One of my favorites. I've had a few. He's one of them. He's definitely became one of the ones I'm like, all right, cool. We'll always get along. He so wants to help everybody, and I think that's the part I like about him the most. He actually wants to help.
I
He
get
constantly like hits me up. He's like, hey, so when are you gonna upload those pictures? I'm like, well, he's like, I want to help you. Put them up. I'm like, okay, hold on, give me a second. He's funny. I like him. Which is actually funny. What was his last name? Hold on. It is Takashi. Is that his last name? Did I say his last name? Oh, wow, I got that wrong. It's Tamatsu Takashima. And he does some really awesome artwork, by the way. But he is actually the part I think is funny is we were talking about when I went to Japan, because he's from Japan, and the
Standing
city
Island.
I stayed in. Yeah, what?
Standing Island.
Yeah. So the city I stayed
Takashima?
in. That's his
Bamboo
name. Yeah,
Island.
Takashima. Yeah.
Yeah, Bamboo Island.
the city he grew up in is actually the city that I stayed in, which was Taito in Tokyo.
Was where?
Taito
Oh.
in Tokyo.
Mhm.
Like we were talking about, I was like, "Yeah, I stayed here," and he was like, "Wow, that's my hometown." I was like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "That's crazy."
That's wild.
He's like, "Yeah, it's a cool little place." I'm like, "Yeah, it was. It was quiet. It was really nice. I liked it." It's like, "Oh yeah, it's a subtle little city, part of the city."
Wait, one more
But then I
time.
was telling him
What
about
was the
like
name? What was the name of it again?
Taito.
Taito. Oh, Taito. Taito. You mean Taito Ward?
Yeah, in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the northeast
Mm-hmm.
section of Tokyo. And that's where we stayed. That's where our Airbnb was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it was really fun. I enjoyed it. Really small Airbnb for how many people we had. I was actually kind of surprised we all fit there pretty comfortably. Because then our next one was actually when we were in. We went from Taito to.
That's it. I think I figured it out.
What's the next major city down south of Tokyo that everybody goes to?
Yokohama.
Okay, not that one. Kyoto. They're south, right?
Yeah, Kyoto is south and west.
West. Yeah, so southwest. Yeah, we went to Kyoto. And when we got there for our Airbnb, it was the exact same price, but it was like a whole house.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, all right, cool. And the people that own the place was right next door, which was really awesome. Oh, Donald, that's hilarious.
I got nothing, man. I got nothing.
That's hilarious. The part I did like about that movie, though, Tokyo Drift, was that they actually went to Tokyo and actually physically got actual information and lived the life there while they were on set. Because like all the dances and things like they saw and all that stuff, they actually said that was never actually planned for the movie until they actually went to a car show that they did just like in the movie, which was in parking garages. Was they saw these group of people off in the corner doing these weird little dances to techno, and he's like, "I gotta get this on live," and they did, and it made it in the film. You right there, Brian?
Yes.
Okay. You keep getting these big size.
I'm reviewing the page and see if I'm liking what I'm seeing or if I need to change some of the panels up.
What's the name of your model?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Raven.
Oh, okay.
Why?
She looks familiar. And I was wondering whether
Oh,
I have a cosplayer buddy who she looks a lot like.
hold on, guy. Give me 2 seconds here. Is that her?
Although, yeah, okay, no.
Oh, okay. I was like, there you go.
Yeah,
no. If that's actually her, I'd be surprised because she's in San Francisco.
Right. Well, I've got now that life has gone on. I mean, I've got cosplay buddies all over the place now because they were here 6 years ago or whatever, and then they moved somewhere. With Facebook, you keep in touch with them.
True.
The brush adds 5 pounds. God. I don't know why I can't control this inner ring. frustrating.
Oh, the onion. For Teacher Appreciation Week, give your teacher a pack of cigarettes.
Well, that went grim.
I mean,
It's
it's not
the
a bad
onion. What do
idea.
you expect?
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying that the onion's wrong. I'm just saying that might not be a bad idea depending on the teacher. I had plenty of teachers that I would go out and smoke with.
See, that fixed the problem, but I can only get the light to be really, really, really tiny now.
Like, I thought it was funny in high school. They would put the teacher that actually smoked as the one that told us not to smoke in the classes. And I was like, this kind of seems counterproductive.
It depends. I mean, like, as my dad was on oxygen, I've got to admit, that was pretty convincing to my kid. Watching my dad's lungs slowly deteriorate.
I mean, fair.
Of course, that's also someone he cared about, too.
True. You don't necessarily care about teachers, or maybe you do. Some
I
teachers.
cared about a lot of my teachers. I thought they were cool.
Yeah. Yes, that's fair.
But also, I had a lot of teachers too. Like, let me phrase it, not teachers, sorry. A lot of the students that were smokers that I knew, like, we didn't care about what we were going through or putting our bodies through at the time because at that time we thought everything was like the world was going to hell anyways.
Yeah.
Like, why should we care? We're all going to die next week anyways. And everybody's like, that's kind of a dark way to look at that. I'm like, you don't know if it's true or not. I hung out with a lot of dark individuals. I should be using.
I like how the stuffed elephant that I'm drawing has gone from this little stuffed animal on her bed to like this gigantic squishable.
You can put on your oxygen, Donald, and join us or not. If you need to go to bed, just go to bed. We'll be doing this from now on. I think pretty much all of us agree that this is the best time for us.
It's a better time.
We're all pretty much alive right now.
Night owls.
So, yeah, sadly, I'm
not saying I'm not alive at 9 o'clock.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
I'm just usually waking up at that time is usually why I'm always like, I'm trying to make it.
I don't get this problem. Why is it I can't move the
And usually the days when I actually do make it on those days is usually because I woke up at 8 or way earlier. And I'm just like, well, I'm awake. I got nothing else. Like, I'm not trying to make breakfast, do all this other stuff. I got everything done already. So, yeah, I guess I can come up.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, I was always rushing to get breakfast done and then get on to the show. So having it at night really helps.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And I can drink.
Oh, this is really irritating because now we're back to fuzzy.
Down upon at 9 a.m. I've had to catch myself in class once or twice on the Zoom classes because I'll have like an old glass from the night before that I just never finished, just sitting here on my desk. And I'll just reach to go grab a drink and I grab it and I'm like, I can't drink that, especially on camera. I should not drink that on camera right now.
It will go badly very quick.
My teacher be just looking at me like, really? I'm like, yes. Yes, that's not what it was meant to be, but yes.
Colton, I think you're getting a little too relaxed with this setup. What are you talking about, teacher, as you're holding your gin and tonic?
It was a scotch at the time, but yeah, it's very close. I had a whole glass of scotch, and I just like I think it was like this much left in it, and I was just kind of like sitting there, and I'm like listening to him. I'm like, all right, cool, yep. And I just went to go grab a drink, and I had my coffee right next to it. And I just grabbed that one. I was like, all right, cool. And as soon right before I brought it into the camera, I was like, oh no. I was like, that would have been an interesting conversation if he brought it up.
Oh, come on.
Where are we going?
New York.
Everywhere.
Why New York?
I know it's always New York. I don't know what my problem is.
Which now makes me feel even weirder because that was part of the movie I watched literally right before the show started.
I've never been to New York. I keep wanting to go.
You never been?
No,
It's all right.
it's overrated.
I'm not saying it's overrated. I'm just if you're expecting a clean city, that's definitely
That's not it. No, I
Like at first I thought I was like, it wasn't that bad. And then my friend was talking about it, he's like, really? And he explained like some of the districts, and I was like, yeah, you're right. I just had like the blinders on the whole time. I was like, yeah, you're right. It was pretty dirty when I was there. Except for Manhattan, not Manhattan, but like Times Square area was like the cleanest part, but that was because they actually had people cleaning.
it's all right. You can join us or whenever you can, my friend. You don't have to feel pressure to join us.
One of us.
If I can't open up the base of this light, we've got a problem.
Why?
Well, just because I was going to build the whole set with spotlights shining up and back and stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
if it's going to be a problem child, then I'm gonna do this with I'll do what we were talking about before, where I manually paint
The lights and
the light on there.
shadow.
But the bridge is off right in the very beginning, so I need to be able to do a render kind of like this, where everything is dark.
Oh, so Brian told us his goal for this month this week. What's yours, guy?
Well, my hope is I looked at my master list here, and I already have the outside ships ready. So see all these check marks right here on the list. I've got these check marks here. I'm hoping to get all of the sets built, because then once the sets are built, we're in. It just takes that point. It's just rendering to get all the backgrounds in to run the pages. The best part is we never have to build these sets again. They just get built once. So once they're up, and we film them as many times as we want. So I'm working on the bridge now, which is all the red you see there. The next is the purple, or the magenta, which is that pilot house. And then the light green up there is the mess hall. And I started doing the mess hall earlier. And then we have medical down there at the bottom. And then that's it. I got like a random hallway I've got to kind of do at some point, but that's it. So once that's done, we'll be. So it's only really 3 or 4 things that need to be built this week. And I have a lot of days to do it in. So a lot of hours, 4 hours a day, I should be able to easily build up all of this stuff.
Right.
But the princess is ready to go. Armor is ready. I do need to build the guns for the Marines, some little widgets like that, but it's nothing major. So that's my battle plan, is hopefully have all of the sets ready for doing for rendering, so that I can be prepped and ready to go.
Nice. There you go.
What about you, Colton? What you got?
I'm finally out of material studies. So we are going on to digital portraits, which I'm excited about.
That's kind of cool.
So I can finally start doing the portrait side. So give me 1 second. I'll pull out the piece that I'm actually working off of. I thought I showed you this. It might have been a while, though. Did I show you this one?
Oh, no. Boy, I dig that piece.
So this was a piece I did 2019. And that was for the last 24-hour comic I ever did up at Time Warp up in Boulder. It was so for 24-hour comics, making a comic in 24 hours.
Yeah.
And how if you go up at Time Warp, they take all the artists' work and they publish it all together. So mine, the way I made it quick was I used me as a reference for the character, and made him into a vampire, and he was a mercenary. Quick, easy, did it in like 20 pages. Of him literally just doing this whole like crawl up a tower, like fighting all these bodyguards, security and whatnot, killing people. At the end of it, showing that he was actually a vampire and he sucked the blood of the last victim. But yeah, so I decided to make a cover for it just for fun. And this project that we're on, it's using you as the reference, and I was like, can I do this? And he's like, that's a cool idea. It just has to be more realistic. I'm like, I can make that work. I just want to make sure that this base idea works. And he's like, no, go for it, do it. So that's one I got to work on, and then the other one I just sent over the proofs to see if he approves the pictures I picked for another reference idea, which is not me, but it's gonna be another portrait thing, which you guys will probably see those more during the processes of those. And then what else is there? Oh yeah, I went to go see the Banksy.
Banksy?
Yeah, Banksy. He has a show right now downtown. I went to go see that and have to write a review on it. For one class.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. It was a fun little exhibit. Uh-oh, Brian dropped.
No, I'm still here.
He's just
Hang
messing
on.
with his.
Oh. But yeah, it was a cool little exhibit. It was not what I was expecting. Like, I was expecting to see a lot of his other work and not. It's a lot of. So, just for warning, like, that exhibit is a lot of people that own his work who put all of his stuff together and then send it in. He has no actual really choice of what's going in. He's just getting royalties from it.
Fair.
But it's like millionaires like, oh, hey, we own these pieces. We want to put an exhibit together. He's like, cool, I'm getting royalties off it.
Right.
But he also has some say in like what they do in the exhibit. So he's like, no, that
Which
does
is
not
funny
represent
because
me.
in some cases, I think they've like literally like chipped them off of walls.
No, so no, here's the thing. Banksy's done more than just the graffiti side.
Mm-hmm.
His biggest thing that he actually does is screen printing. So he has so much
I thought
work
they
that
don't know who he is.
everybody knows who he is. They just don't know his physical face. There's never been a face to the name.
Okay, that makes
But his artwork is there. He still signs his pieces, stuff like that. So people know who he is. He's been doing it since like the 80s. Actually, I think the
Yeah.
70s. But hearsay. But no, he's always done doing something. He's done CD covers. He's done screen printing. He's done graffiti, all that stuff. But like a lot of the stuff that they showed in the exhibit is because what people can actually own. You can't really just rip a wall. I mean, you could if you really wanted to.
I think they've
Probably
done
can
that
make
with a
that
few
work
of his
for you.
pieces.
They probably have, but there was also one in there that they had was he snuck into an exhibit and put up his own piece in the exhibit, and no one noticed for 3 days that it wasn't supposed to be there.
Mad props.
So they had that in the exhibit with the explanation on the bottom. It was like, what? And it was like a cave drawing. It looked like a little cave drawing on this like little tiny rock about this big. Of like if I properly remember, it's a stick figure with a shopping cart. Oh look, you fixed the line.
I did, but it washed everything out.
Oh no. But it was like a stick figure with a shopping cart and then like a cow in the background or something like that. It was just like, what's going on? Yeah, he snuck it into an art exhibit.
I still like the one where they sold his piece at some auction house, and right as it sold, that's when the paper shredder mechanic in the frame shredded the piece.
Oh, the balloon girl, yeah.
And everybody's sitting there screaming.
Yeah. Well, that's like the same thing with like some artists of like they had their like piece up and whatnot. They're like, I just never felt finished. And then as soon as it like fell off the wall and the glass cracked, they're like, finally it's finished. I like it better. And like the glass is all shattered and it gives this whole different effect and a different viewing point from it. And I was like, that's actually a good point. But that's also something like you probably would never guess that's what you were looking for.
Right.
Until it happens and you're like, it actually looks better. I like it. We're keeping it. But that's all in the same sense of like what I've been going through with my one class is like they got into the whole conversation of that we had to kind of discuss a little bit within one of the videos, which is what is considered abstract art and what is art, what is not. And I was like, oh, we're going down this route. I really don't like this conversation because there's really no real right or wrong answer. Because it's all in the eyes of the viewer.
Yeah.
But where was I going with that? Same thing with Banksy though. Like it's street art.
Mm-hmm.
Street art never actually had anything but vandalism slapped onto it. But now where we're at nowadays is that it's totally changed the market. Because now like you just walk downtown, there's graffiti wall art all over the place now.
Well, look at not what's his name.
Oh, I like how it does hard light and soft light. That's cool.
I'm having real problems trying to like tone it down so that you can still read what's going on.
I was just saying, like, I like how it has like that really hard at the top, and then like at the bottom it kind of goes soft.
It's kind of fading out over here.
Yeah, that's cool. Sorry, Brian, what were you saying?
Oh, I can't think of his name. But he's a comic artist and he does the wall art, the murals.
That's quite a few people, if I remember right.
And I can't think of what his name is.
What comics?
Crozier?
Daniel Crozier? Our Crozier?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
Dan
Crozier
Crozier,
does
yeah.
wall art. Yeah, I talked to him about that. He's like, I wish I started this when I was younger. Because he got into it when he got older, and he definitely feels the differences now. He's like, I wish I got into it when I was younger because of his body
Mm-hmm.
not being able to be in those poses for longer times. If I did it when I was younger, I'd been able to kind of build those muscles and kind of put myself in those positions longer now as an older artist.
We're like, wait, you talking about our Dan Crozier?
Yeah, it took me a
Yeah.
second. I thought you were talking like super famous. Like Crozier's
No,
pretty
no,
good.
no.
He's famous in Colorado.
I was talking, local artist. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He did some cool stuff still.
Mm-hmm.
I love Crozier. He's a cool guy.
He's entertaining.
Which is funny when you say that. He's like, you should have seen me before you met me. I was like, I don't know if I would have want to. Actually, if I did, I would have. He would have partied way too hard. Because he used to be like a super partier, and then he sobered up.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Probably for the good.
We're getting closer. This is more what I'm after. I don't think
Am I
I'm
doing what you want you to
It's
do?
slightly fuzzy at the bottom. I feel like that's still probably pretty okay.
I should ask Crozier how he feels about Banksy. I'm really curious.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting conversation.
Yeah, because it's kind of one of those conversations me and my friend were having. Because I asked my friend to come join us, and one of our conversations with that was how much do we really actually want to believe that he's actually a nobody, that he's never said anything, like his identity is secret. Why, like, is it a secret because he's like a trust fund kid
Well, and
or
also
whatnot,
too,
or is he actually just playing the punk role but not being punk?
or is it one singular person or a
Oh
group?
no, it is. They actually that one's been stated. It is a one singular person. He has a crew, but it is one singular person.
Ah,
That one has been stated. Yes, it's more not even one single person. It's that like how everybody considers like the super like punk rock, fight the power, capitalism type of thing. But how far can you go before you actually become part of the capitalism side?
Yeah, I was going to say, how far can you go before you are the problem?
And that's the part that me and my friend were trying to discuss with each other, and we never really could get a full definition with it because we're really curious with that. And also, is he going to be one of those ones when he dies, they find like a secret stash of like oil paintings, or if not, is he just a sellout from doing all the stuff that everybody wants to see? You know, who knows?
Definitely something to kind of ponder.
Yeah, that's kind of where we were at. I was like, or I actually brought it up to her too. I was like, or since he is anonymous, and if he's truly anonymous, if he goes, will we ever know what happened?
Right? Nobody will
Will it
ever
just be
find
like,
out.
we have never idea what happened to Banksy? He just disappeared.
well, that's just it. Is like apparently he was in the auction hall when the painting was shredded,
Mm-hmm.
and he set off the device, and no one knows who it is.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That sounds like something. But yeah, here's the thing about him though. He has great composition. That is
Mhm.
100% true. His composition is phenomenal.
And his use of colors.
Mhm. Like me and her were like, we're not going in like saying he's a bad artist. We actually like some of his work. We were just kind of disappointed that like some of his work wasn't sold as merchandise. Like me and her were both looking for. He has a piece of like Jesus selling to a whole bunch of like people in a line of like fight capitalism, and it's selling like a T-shirt to him. And we were like, I hope that's a sticker or something that we can buy at the counter. And we got there, and it was not. We were very disappointed. I was like, because that would even be more ironic. But also, I didn't realize at the end of it until me and her went to Torchy's Tacos down the street, and the lady that was at the bar right next to us actually works the event, so she gave us a little bit more insight on the backside, which actually was nice. So that's when I learned it was actually millionaires and billionaires pieces, not actually Banksy's physical stuff.
And
So that's how I learned how he's getting royalties from the show, but it's not actually, he didn't get to pick the pieces in the show.
right.
But he does get a say of like, no, you guys can't do that with my stuff. So.
That's what I'm looking for.
Did you find the thing?
Because they're opening this door is open on this left side, and they're going to be standing in silhouette. Characters are to turn on the lights in the bridge. So this is what I
Turn on automatically.
Hmm?
What kind of future is this?
Well, that's the thing. When you're in space, when you're in the warp drive, there's no processors. Processors don't work. So it's like steampunk universe when they're at warp.
Why not? Why don't they work?
So you ready for this? Because here comes
Yeah,
the science.
explain your sci-fi to me.
So are you aware of the Heisenberg uncertainty principle?
The name sounds really familiar, but I have
You
no
can
idea.
tell where an electron, or where you can tell where a particle is in subatomic physics, but you can't tell its speed. Or you can tell its speed, but you can't tell where it is. That's one or the other.
Okay.
As you get into in space, what in space really effectively is it makes it so that your ship is sort of, in a way, very large. Not really, but effectively so that it just travels at a normal speed, but the universe is very small.
Okay.
So in order to do that, though, all of the electrons that make electricity work also change size. So the faster you go, the larger the electrons are, and the more that they're uncertain as to where they are in their positioning. So it works in a copper wire, because a copper wire is effectively very huge. So if it's uncertainly somewhere inside a copper wire, you can still get the electron to flow to a light bulb. But inside a processor, you'd need to have every one of the processor's wires and everything like that be like an inch wide. So something like a processor for your PC would have to be like 1.5 miles wide in real life.
Okay.
So instead, what they do is they just shut down all the PCs when they're in warp drive, and then when they come out of warp drive, they can turn all the PCs back on.
Mm-hmm.
And they have, when they're in warp drive, just gauges and lights. so the gauges can tell them what the gravity waves are and stuff like that. And then you have a pilot who manually flies the spacecraft.
It's just some guy named Gage. Gage, what's happening out there? He shoves
Right.
his head out the spaceship.
Looks out the window,
Yeah.
waves. But yeah,
We're
that's
going Mach 5, sir. It's fine.
good job, Gage. But yeah, that's how the technology works on this. But because of that, when they first show up on the bridge, because they're about to arrive at a system, and in arriving at the system, you get warm the ship up, so to speak, turn on all the things, power up all the stuff. So that's what they're
Shoo all the
doing
rats
here.
back into their corners.
So that's where we start here. Is they turn on the bridge.
Okay.
She goes in and turns on. So we start with them opening the door to the bridge. The light shines in. They're standing in silhouette. She throws the little switch to turn on the little lights, and all the gauges go bing, bing, bing. And then the little lights blink to life to tell them where they are and everything like that.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
So the first scene, I really want this column of light. And you can see it right here. This column of light going across the bridge. Kind of indicate the bridge is absolutely dark.
Mm-hmm.
Go to red alert. Are you sure, sir? That would involve changing the bulb.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, go back to green. I liked it better.
One of my favorite lines from Red Dwarf.
About 10 minutes left.
Oh, wow. It's already midnight.
Yeah, just
Mhm.
about. I'm having a very productive night. It's nice. Oh no, don't do this to me.
You crashing?
No. Worse than that.
What's worse than crashing?
Wrong layer.
That's worse than crashing.
Is it?
Depends on whether you drew it on your blue line layer.
Unless it
Do I need to do
No,
the
I
also
didn't.
depends if you saved it all either.
No, I've been saving.
Guys missing
It
his
wasn't on my
opportunity.
frame layer, which is good, and it wasn't on my blue line layer.
That's safeable.
But yes, you can put up the thing.
Okay, putting up the thing.
There you go.
You're way too easily entertained. You know that, right?
I like the one with Yzma, where it's check the layer, Kronk, and it turns it off, and you just see her hand pointing in the sky.
Wrong layer.
You've seen that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a lot of black on your screen there, guy.
I was just chuckling about.
Did you lose your one light source?
Well, that's what's so funny. What I'm doing is I'm changing the map so that this I'll put into my my ambient track. So we'll go here, and then I'll go into the surfaces, and on ambient, I'm going to browse and pull up that. And then when I do this, even though that looks bright, it won't be. But the light will be on. See? Which is what that one dot is. That one dot is literally just that one light.
At one dot has a job.
So that you look like you have a one light source there.
Hey, it has a job and it's doing it well right now. Uh-oh. Here comes George.
Yep.
Dad, why are you awake?
George wants scritches.
Like, Dad, since you're awake past midnight.
There we go. I'll give you scritches. Do you want more scritches than that? Wait. Well, I'm going to just pull your tail at that point, dude. I'm not going to help you on this. I'm not chasing you through the house to scritch you. Goofy cat. As
Like,
all cats seem to think.
dog. We have a dog that's that way too. He's like, oh, we're playing now? I was like, I thought you wanted pets. He'll come over, he's like, pet me. You go try and pet him. He's like, oh, we're playing. I was like, nope, I'm not doing this anymore. I just walk away and he gets all. He's like, where the fuck you going? Not playing this game.
Right?
So the draw your OC in this things that you see on like Twitter and Facebook.
Oh, draw this in your style.
No, it'd be like a piece of clothing, and it's to draw your OC in this, your original character.
Oh, okay.
So variation on draw this in your style.
Mm-hmm.
I saw one in which it was a T-shirt, and the guy's pointing at himself in the front of the teacher. It says, "This guy fucks," and then the back of it says, "Everything up."
That's good.
That went in a better route than I thought it was going to. I was like, what?
All right.
I don't want to go to work.
That's what I think I'm looking for right there. It's dark enough that it looks obviously like the lights are off, but light enough that you can still see the structure of the bridge.
In an unsurprising move, the Supreme Court is going to overturn Roe v. Wade.
Yep.
For what?
They're just saying that if any challenge gets to the Supreme Court, they'll overthrow it.
Well, no, a leaked Supreme Court document says the vote will overturn it.
That's what he just said.
Yeah, what they're saying is if any legal challenge goes to the court, they'll overturn it. Not because they have to have a challenge to do it, which is one of the reasons why you're seeing these super restrictive abortion laws showing up in Texas and Oklahoma and everything, is so that they can challenge it all the way to the Supreme Court, at which then the Supreme Court will overthrow Roe v. Wade. That's the whole intention. That's what they're after.
Makes sense.
Yep.
I think we're good on this. I think I'm good. That was a good night's work.
Yeah, I was gonna say we did good. We did good tonight, guys. We did good.
There you go.
I like that piece. That's a good piece.
Thank you.
I'm saving my bridge
Where's the backside?
so that we don't have to. Hey, I like that one
That
too.
looks really good.
And there's indigo.
That looks better, though.
Yeah, I was worried you actually had done it on both sides.
No, it's just one big piece of paper that I folded in half.
Well, I'm gonna head
But
to bed.
together,
Yeah.
it'll work.
I'm gonna head to bed and go to sleep and be up in the morning to mostly to boot my kid at the door, because I'm sure since I can hear him singing in there that he is still awake right now. So
No, he sings in his sleep. It's fine.
that means that we're going to have a fight tomorrow morning. It's going to be exhausted. So there's that.
Right.
Okay, I'm out of here. Thanks, guys. And thanks for joining me. And I'll
Thank
see
you.
tomorrow night, or
See ya.
whatever. So cool.
Have fun,
Bye-bye.
QuaCks.
Bye. Quack, 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 bye.
Bye.
Cheers.